Welcome, fellow lushes. Come on in, pull up a bar stool, and enjoy some cocktails with Dimples and the Beard.
God damn, I look sexy tonight. Who's on?
Dead sexy.
Dead motherfucking sexy, and that's good because our next guest is sexy.
Yep.
You got a little bite, a little kick to it
Well, to be fair,
for being pink.
well, here we go. It's pretty in pink. All you ladies understand. So, what do we got? Hippie Juice?
Pretty in pink like the movie?
Yeah, the movie. That's what I meant.
Or pretty in pink like the vagina?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. We have Hippie Juice.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Hippie Juice.
That's what I... Yes, we have Hippie Juice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because I made a snap judgment call and deemed that our next guest might be a little bit of a hippie.
Okay. Yep.
And she didn't seem offended by it.
Not
I hope.
stereotype. Didn't get any strawberries.
Put a strawberry. Just reach in there with your fingers. You washed them right after you pooped. And watch. And now it's in my drink.
Yum. I do like myself some strawberries.
So tonight, our guest is Miss September, 1990 Playboy Playmate Kerri Kendall.
Is our drinks prettier with the strawberry in?
Are they? Or are you asking?
I'm asking.
React now. We're not live.
Just give a question though.
Maybe we should just start doing these live.
Trouble.
Live without a net. Live from New York. Oh, we probably can't say that.
Well,
Kerri Kendall's in the waiting room.
we could say live from Wisconsin, live from Nina.
Live from Nina. It's cocktails.
Cocktails, isn't it?
With the, do you know the name of the podcast?
And with the beard.
Cocktails with
Can
the
you hear
beard.
us?
All right, cool.
Oh my God, yes, I can hear you.
Now you can. All of a sudden, huh?
Yes.
I feel like we have this issue with every one of these that we do.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? You can't see it down there. It's like really tiny. It goes, hey, you want to join with audio?
Right?
Well, duh.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
why did
Why-
I join at all?
Right? That's no,
Oh,
no,
First things first, is this a PG rating? Because I've got a mouth like a
Fuck
truck
no.
driver.
fuck no.
Fuck no.
No.
Good. That's good for all of us. I don't know how I do an actual FCC regulated
Yes.
radio show. I don't know how I do it every week. Knock on wood. I haven't.
You haven't?
Haven't slipped up yet?
And not in 4 years, but now great. Probably this Sunday will be the no.
Wait, why did you just say slipped up yet? You haven't fucked up yet?
I'm no.
Sorry.
I mean, if
So
we're
don't apologize to me. I mean, shit, I learned from my mama.
if we're going non-PG, we're just going non-PG the whole way.
We're going
Is-
all out.
Is your show live?
Yeah, it's radio. It's
Radio
it is
shows live?
radio, FCC regulated radio show, not podcast, not
Sure.
internet, not serious. It's
Yep.
Yeah, it's not
Radio
this crap
show.
where we can edit out the screw ups.
That's where I was going. Yep.
Exact-
We got
I
the
know,
luxury
right?
of pulling out stuff, but
We do a lot of editing.
I understand that. I'm a 50-year-old model. I understand a lot of editing.
So how are you? Thank you so much for being willing to join us and do this with us.
yes,
Well,
thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working our way through the 1990 year of Playmates. We've had Deborah Driggs. Now we have you, and we've got
Oh, nice.
Tina Bockrath coming up later.
Oh, I love Tina. She's the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's so great. And you guys, you had Karina and Echo,
We
I
did.
believe, as well. Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I was gonna, full disclosure, I was going to listen to some of your podcasts today to get an idea of what your podcasts are like and maybe what questions you ask. And I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going in raw. I just let's just fly by the seat of our pants. because
like
it'll be
it.
more-
Just wing it. It's the best way to do it. And we're not here.
Absolutely.
And
We're
half
not
the
here
time
to
we're not wearing
expose
pants
any
anyway,
deep
so-
secrets. We're just going to ask the basics. And
Listen, honey, everything's already been exposed. You're talking to Playmates here, right?
That's true. You kind of have to put it all out there, right? I mean, that's part of the deal.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean, and
well-
my name's real. Although a girl that came before me, she changed her name to Kerri Kendall, and that's not her real name, but Kerri Kendall is my real name. So we get each other's fan mail all the time. It's
Well-
pretty fun.
Well, we did do a little research. We were watching your video centerfold the other night, and you were hilarious in it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Did you notice who directed that?
I do.
Absolutely.
Hey, right?
went-
How about that?
Maybe it's a coincidence. So I looked it up. I'm like, wow, no.
No, it was right before he made it big. And they even told me on the set, they said, don't say anything to him because he's going to be really big. He could ruin your career. I said, fuck that. I don't want to be an actress. I'm going to go tell him. So
Telling him how we're doing this.
well, I did. No, not like that. I'm not a diva, but he was, God, I shouldn't tell the story, but he was making the hair and makake girl nervous.
Oh,
He was getting them flustered. And when you're a model, your hair and makeup girl are your lifeline. They're your nurturers. They're the ones that you're closest with. And when they were flustered, I got defensive about it. So I told him.
yeah.
And I was only 19. And I'm like, if I don't look good, you don't look good. Nobody looks good.
Well,
Which is all fact. That's a
Right.
fact.
And now he's Michael Bay. And I'm still like, if I don't look at nobody. He's like, whatever, you peon.
Well, there you go. There's the first time we mentioned the name Michael Bay. Yeah, he directed your video centerfold, which he was doing a whole bunch of music videos prior
Yes.
to that.
And
Kind of where he got his start.
yes, I do have a story about that. Are we am I just like, I'm just rambling all?
We love
yeah,
it.
we
Beginning,
just
right?
kind of
Okay.
start and just
Good.
go with it, and we'll.
No, shoot the rehearsal. That's how I say. The music that I was actually dancing to was Andrew Ridgely's Shake You. That's what it was. Shake You. And it was a great song because he had just directed that video. Or it's called Shake. That's what the name of it was. So that's what I was really dancing to in the video centerfold. And the only song they played the whole time. And I got a fondness for it. But then CBS, I guess, won't license to Playboy. So we couldn't get the rights to the song. And then they came up with the Little Queenie song, which
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
everyone seems to love. So yeah.
I don't think you're sold on it.
You
I-
would have rather have Shake.
I would rather have had Shake.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
my apologies to whoever did that song, if they're still around. Great song. It's a great song.
It was a great song. It was a great song. It just wasn't what you were actually dancing to. So,
Yeah. No, I was. Yeah. Mhm.
Fun. Well, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed it.
You saw me naked?
Oops. Was that's not supposed to be part of it?
I guess.
It's all
what the heck?
it's all just research. It's just part of the job.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
right.
I say.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just research.
That's what I say.
I love your microphone. Wow.
Oh,
I
thank you.
absolutely love it.
The odds in Vegas are really high that I will probably knock it off this little precarious situation that I have here at least once during the show, but that's okay.
It's okay.
That's
So
all right.
I'll recover quickly, I promise.
we like that's the best part of them is all the mess ups. So
Yeah, I agree. I love when we have flubs on our radio show. I just get a big old kick out of it.
right. It's more
Yeah.
organic than everything being all staged and rehearsed and yeah.
Agreed.
And we weren't just looking at your video centerfold. We listened to your radio show last night as well.
Oh, you did? Which episode?
Oh,
We briefly listened to the last one. The one
la-
from
yeah.
Okay.
the one from the 19th. Just kind of get an idea
okay.
what you guys were doing there and so we had some sort of clue, we can't I don't
You
think
don't
we
want to be
can listen.
clueless.
Yeah, right. Well,
always clueless.
so yeah, we did give it a little listen.
Well, that's pretty broad. The arts. So you just explore the arts. That's
It is
anything.
yes, and anything in regards to the arts because it's actually we're not an entertainment show. We're not guess what's going on this weekend. Although we do that, our mission really is to bring community together through the arts. We believe that the arts are the way of healing. just bringing community together and creating bonds within community. So we've had therapists on who have who do programs for how art affects the brain, etc. Just anything that has to do with art, we will showcase it. So, I mean, whether we've had rappers, sculptors, painters, musicians, and we've had huge bands in the studio, anything.
Fun.
If it's the arts, we'll have it. We could have you guys on. You could definitely cross promote, but you'd have to watch your mouths.
Oh,
well, we can do that.
I have a 6-year-old, so I can do it. I'm used to doing it at home. So
you have a 6-year-old?
But can you?
I have a 6-year-old. Yeah.
Wow.
I got a late start. So
I guess I thought I had a late start.
She keeps me on my toes for sure. So
for sure. Is it your only one?
Absolutely. Yes. One and done.
Yeah. You say absolutely so confidently, like you didn't have your 20s like I did.
I had a 30s. So let's just put it that way. That was
my 30s were more fun too.
Yeah, I had a 30s. That was where it all went down.
Yeah. No, I was 33 when I had my son. Okay. So yeah, he's 17 now.
And I was also watching the 6 days of him trying to recognize that you had put a ceiling fan up on.
Oh, you saw that? You're on my TikTok? Oh,
we were doing research last night. So
that's hysterical. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yes. How does somebody not notice a ceiling fan?
I get it though. I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't because I just filter things out all the time.
Yeah. It was fun though. It was fun to watch him through and see.
Oh yeah, that was funny. He actually got a kick out of that. I thought he was gonna get pissed, but he got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So that wasn't the only TikTok. There were several and quite comical. Quite comical on your TikTok. That's very enjoyable. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Good. That's my favorite compliment. I mean, I'm not trying to be a comedian or anything like that. I've always been a smart ass, even when I was a kid, just funny, and funny goes a long way in my house. Like my kid, half the time, I don't know whether I want to high five him or backhand him. I'm like, ooh, that was good though. You got that, and you can disarm mom if you say something really funny, but that's my favorite compliment. I like it way more than nice rack,
Fair enough.
No.
Yeah. Scratch that.
Don't say that anymore.
Shoo.
Thank you.
We definitely jumped around. So and that's okay. We can jump around if we want, but we just want to give you the time to say. So let's go back to your radio show.
Okay.
So let's plug it. We're good. Playtime with Bill Turk and Kerri Kendall.
Yes.
And it's on. Go.
Playtime with Bill Turk and Kerri Kendall. It's on WCGO in Chicago, AM 1590, FM 95.9. No, 95.9 FM, but you got to be within like a 3-block radius to hit that FM signal. But they stream it on the website as well. We used to do Facebook Lives, but right now we're trying to get whitelisted because Facebook keeps, blocking the sound because of music, we play the copyrights and all that. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but we don't even play that much music. Anywho, Playtime with Bill Turk and Kerri Kendall, 1590 WCGO.
And how long have you been at
4 years, you said?
4 years. We just had our 4-year anniversary. We didn't think we were going to make it a year. And it's every Sunday from 1 to 3 CST.
Okay.
So, and even though we do showcase a lot of Chicago artists, a lot of Chicago bands or any type of artists, but we also have artists from all over the world because a lot of even before COVID, we were having artists Zoom in, so it's local and international. So, but you guys are...
We're in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, come on down.
Well, right. That's what we said. Yeah. It's not a long ride for us. So
yeah.
We love the city. It's been a while since I've been down there, but it's a great
we've always had fun when we went out in Chicago. And you've got tons of art. Wow, Chicago is full of it.
Oh, completely. So many great artists. Yeah. And we work with I made friends with Jizzo Villanueva of Shy City Cypher, and we have them on, and he brings a lot of rappers and hip hop artists on. And then, I can't even tell you the array of artists we've had.
That's awesome.
Go check it out, everyone. It's because we listen to it on
you can listen on the internet for sure.
On the internet.
Yeah.
So there you go.
You can.
How'd you So what's Bill? How did you get hooked up with Bill to start the show?
Bill, okay, the show actually started out with 3 people. Yeah, it was called Playtime with Sid and Bill, featuring Kerri Kendall. And Sid Yiddish is a performance artist in Chicago who I was Facebook friends with. And I met him because he was walking through O'Hare Airport and he had this fish hat on. And I had to talk to him because he was wearing a fish hat. And then we became Facebook friends, but we never actually spoke on Facebook. We never interacted. And just one day he sent me a message saying, I'm putting together a radio show with a friend and we want a strong female voice. And I guess he had been reading my smartassery posts.
How did he pick you? I don't understand.
I was like, okay, if you really think so. So I tried it, and I was terrified at first,
Right.
but anyway, so Sid, it didn't complement what he was doing in his life right then, but Bill and I had a really great chemistry. So Sid went on his way, and then Bill and I continued it as Playtime with Bill Turk and Kerri Kendall. And Bill and I and his wife, we've all become really good friends. They're really great to know.
Awesome.
So, but we honestly didn't think it was going to last a year, but because it's a brokered station, I will say this, let me plug this. We don't get paid to do it. It is not a paid gig. We have to pay for the slot on the show. So we do rely on advertisers as well as our Patreon to keep the show on the air. And we help a lot of people and a lot of artists. So if anyone wants to help out, it's patreon.com/Playtime with Bill and Kerri. Or you can make a one-time donation at PayPal. And the email is playtimeradioshow@gmail.com. So if anyone wants to help support it, because we support the arts, you can help support us in supporting the arts.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Make sure to get that in the show link so that people can
I
get to it if they
appreciate
want
that.
to. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Because otherwise we have to come out of pocket, and it's neither one of us are making a ton of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I get it.
So,
Well, the exposure you're giving the artists or art
oh,
people is
completely
amazing. Yeah.
Well, and then also when they're guests on the show, but beforehand, if you're a musician, we use your music in the bumpers a couple of weeks before that, and we post your links on our social media, and we just talk about it in conversation. So we give people a lot of airtime, not just the interview.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we've tried to do with this thing too, and promote as much as we can.
Yeah.
And, so we'll definitely get the radio show out on the Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And
Okay, we have to get my stuff out there too, so people can look at my boobs.
By the way, nice rap.
Oh,
wait, God
Thank
damn it.
you,
I
though.
wasn't supposed to say that.
You can only say that if you're on my OnlyFans or Patreon, pal.
Oh,
If she hangs up on us, this podcast is over.
Boop. Wait, what's that? I lost my Wi-Fi.
oh no.
No.
All right. Well, we can come back to the radio. So you're active on OnlyFans.
I've been on OnlyFans since before anyone knew what it was. Now it's a
Nice.
household name and kind of a joke, and my OnlyFans. But yeah, I mean, it's a way to make money. I have so many irons in the fire. Oh, my God, because I have to hustle to pay the bills, pay the rent, and that's what I.
We've had other OnlyFans on our podcast, so.
Yeah, that's great. I saw one girl. I followed her. I don't remember what her name.
Or Anna
D.
Anna D. Slutrepreneur.
Yeah, I think so. She had like 3 different Instagrams. Yeah,
she
looks cool. Click follow.
Definitely follow her, and then it'll keep growing because she's got so much going on. She's very active and wonderful lady.
That's great.
Yeah,
I
so
could
that would be a
from
good one of our episodes to watch because she's the highlight of the show.
She's a hustler for sure. She's like
I could tell.
Yeah, a lot of irons in the fire, like you said. She is.
Yeah.
So how did the Playboy experience start?
How did it start? Oh God. I wanted to be a Playmate since I was a little kid. I'm a child of the 70s, where in the 70s, Playboy was just a household name.
Yeah.
I mean, your dad had those bookshelves out in the living room with the cinder blocks and the plywood, and he had National Geographic.
You are
Playboy.
My,
No, for real, who didn't? And
I
Playboy,
had an uncle who had a stack of them next to the toilet. I can remember that.
right. And so it was just a thing. I just was like, I want to be a Playmate. And the day after my 18th birthday, I shot the nude photo. Actually, a photographer submitted me after I won the Miss Mission Beach contest in San Diego in 1988, but I was only 17. So he submitted some bikini photos and they said, great, awesome, she looks good, but really we got to see her naked. You know, she could have another boob or something. So the day after my 18th birthday, we took the nude photos and submitted them. That's when it started.
So you weren't waiting around. You were like, let's do this.
No, it was my dream. And I
Yeah.
actually met with a photographer who was a former, when I was still 17, he was a former Playboy photographer. And then he went to Penthouse. And the guy that submitted me to Playboy when I was still 17, he drove me up to LA to meet this guy who's a great photographer, very famous. And he was trying to get me to pose for Penthouse instead. And I was like, no, I want to be a Playmate.
You want to be a bunny.
Yeah, no. Bunny's a different thing. Bunny's a cocktail waitress. We'll talk about that in a minute. Watch my TikTok video on that. Names are important. Titles are important.
Damn
it. No, but he said to me, he said, I won't say his name, but he said, well, think of it this way. If you always wanted to be, we said stewardess back then, not flight attendant. If you wanted to be a stewardess for PSA, and we don't have PSA anymore either. He said, and they didn't hire you, would you just drop your dream or would you go down to Delta? And I go, it is not my goal in life to be nude in a magazine. I just want to be a Playmate.
Okay.
You know, so that's how that conversation went.
It was the brand, not
And you held
all
out.
about the brand. Yes.
It was all about wanting to be part of the Playboy.
Yeah, it was
so
iconic and yeah.
Exactly.
Especially in the 70s, to your point. Yeah, there was and my dad had the same box. And that's brought back memories. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm older than you, so.
You are? You look younger than me.
Well, thank you. But,
wow. You could be a Playmate. No, I'm just kidding.
I told you. He tells me I can. I told you.
Oh, believe in yourself, honey. You can do anything.
Please don't encourage him. Pretty soon he'll be doing the podcast topless. Oh, wait.
Listen, have some more of those drinks and maybe, right?
There you go.
There's always a possibility.
So there you go. That's Hippie Juice.
It's a Hippie Juice. I love that you guys
Yes.
did Hippie Juice. Is that because of the energy healing and stuff I do?
Well, yeah, I
little
assumed
bit.
you'd be okay with hippie in the reference, you know?
Yes.
Okay. So
It suits me completely.
Perfect. Well, cheers to you. Thank you for coming on.
Shit, well, hold on. We have to choose
Okay.
my party beverage vessel
Okay.
because I'm probably your first and maybe your only sober guest. So I apologize.
Well, no, I believe Deborah Driggs is as well. So
Is she?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So
What others drink with
I
us?
have a crystal
Nice.
goblet I could drink in,
Beautiful.
or I have a Femlin Stein, Playboy Femlin. Can you see that?
Yep, that's
I
fantastic.
do like that.
Right. Okay. Or
That feels more us than the crystal for sure.
if we want to get crazy, I have a Femlin
boy.
shot glass.
Very
I
nice.
can do my bubbly drink out of a shot glass. Or if we want to drink, like some pink milk or something, I have my Snap-on tools.
I think that's the winner right there.
Right there.
Really?
I think that's
you.
the winner. That kind of fits us.
Okay.
We were
All right.
once described as the box wine of podcasts. So
You guys want me to drink out of fucking plastic? Okay, I feel you. I'm here with you. Okay, no, got you. Now, am I doing strawberry cucumber or lime watermelon?
Well, we're strawberry here.
well, we
All
have
right.
but we have watermelon vodka.
Oh shit! I might. You know what? I'm gonna make a suicide. Then let's get crazy. I'm gonna open
Nice.
both
Mix
of
them
these.
up.
One. Here's the other. Two.
Oh,
We're going crazy now.
I like it.
There's
There you go.
some. There's
Fantastic.
Put it all
another.
together.
See, I can't drink alcohol, but I'm matching energy here, guys. Let's
you
go.
are. Yeah, I feel it.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers to
Thank
you. Thank you so much. Great
Thank
mug.
you for having me. Oh, that's delicious.
So you do like the mix, huh? So
Oh yeah.
it pays to go
works.
crazy.
Yeah. I might be the lampshade girl in a few minutes. Come on. My dog wants to join. She doesn't like being
Aw.
by herself.
What's the puppy's name?
Oh, so cute.
Well, she came to us named, so I guess her Christian name is Minnie, but we never call her Minnie. So
Yeah.
yeah,
What do you call her?
she has like 14,000 nicknames and she answers to all of them.
Well, that's a good dog.
Yeah. She knows when we're talking to her. She's like, what?
Wait, so the dog is a diva?
She is.
Yeah.
We call her, well, I don't know if you've seen any of the TikTok videos, but we call her management
Okay.
because when we first went on lockdown, that's when I decided to build my website, kerrikendall.com, which is a web store. I sell my autographed photos on there as well as other things. And I was on the phone with my best friend that is a boy. He lives in Oakland. We're on the phone all day, every day while I'm building the site. Well, not building, it's a template. Let's not act like I'm better than I am. but it was a lot of work still. And we just started calling her management because how she's breathing down my neck and, really putting the screws to me. And she's known on TikTok now as management.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Yes, we did see your best friend who's a boy. That's how best friend who's a boy. We saw him interacting with the puppy when he.
The grammar is incorrect on purpose. I know it's my best friend who is a boy, but we've always said my best friend that is a boy and that is a girl. So I just want to put that out there. I like grammar.
Boom.
I didn't notice. So.
No, but you said it properly.
Oh, I did.
Yes, that's
Oh.
why I interrupted you so rudely to make that point.
Nothing rude about it.
So, but you saw him and
Yeah.
We saw him interacting with the puppy. So, and
oh
When he
yeah,
surprised you, I believe he came out, he visited and
yeah. He
Go ahead.
surprised my son. I knew he was coming.
yeah.
She didn't know my kids didn't know, the furry one and the non-furry one didn't know he was coming,
Yeah.
but I did.
okay.
Nice.
Either way, nice surprise. Nice visit.
Yeah, it was really good.
And we looked at it. Yeah, we quick looked at Instagram and looked at some of his photos, a lot of his black and white photos. Very, very, very amazing.
Great, isn't it? He's
Yeah.
an artist and he hasn't been drawing in a few years. He used to draw quite a bit. I have a lot of his art around my house. Some of it that he did when I was like 13 years old,
Oh, wow.
just art from over the years, but he's amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really
His
good.
photos were.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Yes, all of them were. Go ahead and mention his name if you want to.
Oh, his
Plug him.
name,
Go ahead.
my best friend that is a boy, his name is Mark Bador. It's Mark in Oakland on Instagram if you want to see his art. He doesn't sell it or anything, but you can go and look at some beautiful photos.
But go and look
Give
at
him
it.
a
It's good
follow.
for your
Yeah.
eyeballs.
I was going to
It
ask
is-
that
Yeah.
if he sold or not, but yeah, they are delicious. Delicious. I was going to
They
say.
are
Delicious is a good word.
They
They're
are.
delicious and they're good for your eye. They give your eyeballs a nice massage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
like it.
A lot of plugs. I would like to go touch back on the Playboy experience just a little bit more. That you
Go
got.
ahead.
So you're telling the story about you submitted your photos or day after you're 18, which
Yeah,
is awesome. And
we took the photos, submitted them. Yeah, and then
what's the journey from there?
from there they send a letter. I think they sent a letter back and they said, yeah, you look good, nice rack, come, we're gonna fly you up.
She can say it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So they fly you up to do some test shoots and I remember I worked with some young photographers that they hadn't worked with quite a bit. We went to some mansion up in the hills and did some test shots and they didn't really quite like those. So they flew me back again to do some more test shots. But in the interim, Helmut Newton had seen some of my test shots and wanted to use me in a pictorial. And my 18-year-old naive dumbass had no idea who Helmut Newton was and had no idea how amazing this was. Not until much later on, did I realize what a fantastic opportunity that was that I got to shoot with him. So anyway, we did some test shots and a few of which, because I ended up doing some test shots with did I do test shots with Steve? I'm getting old in my brain. I don't remember
You're
anymore.
fine.
Anyway, so then they like the test shots. So what happens is if Hef likes your test shoots, they fly you up to shoot the centerfold. And I think you guys have heard the story about how grueling of a process that is.
Yeah.
Boy, let me tell you. Yeah, but it's a wonderful experience too. I actually have this picture that I post all the time of Steve Wada up on the ladder behind the 8x10 camera that they used to use. They shoot the centerfold with an 8x10 camera, and you're in the same pose every single day, 8 hours a day or however many hours a day until they get that pose, until they get the shot right.
Yeah.
You know,
wow. We've heard that horror
Yeah.
story of
you come back with bruises. I lost feeling in a digit for like weeks at one point. Yeah, it's amazing. And then you get home and some guy says, I wish I was a girl so I could just smile and make $1,000. And then you catch a case because
Well, I said when we heard about that initially, I said, I'm going to look at them differently from now on. Like now I feel, now I'm like, oh, I feel bad now.
Yeah. Well, every single pose, all modeling, it looks relaxed and it's not. I mean,
Sure.
Seriously, someone is telling you, okay, put your head towards the camera, chin down, suck in your stomach, chest up, put your belly button toward the middle, your hips to the left, your chest to the right, arch your back. And you're like,
I don't think all those things work together.
They seriously.
Naturally, no.
But they really do. Your chest to the right, hips to the left, put your belly button in the middle. I actually heard that one. I think that was in my centerfold. I'm like, okay, let's do this.
I feel a little bad because normally we will have the copy of the Playboy before we interview, but this one came upon so quickly that I still have to track it down. We have a collection over here of the
hey, you can go to kerrikendall.com and buy an autographed copy.
There we go. All right.
Now we know. We were looking
feet to the fire.
There you go.
We're
put me on the spot now.
now we know.
All right, what do we got? Oh, I remember.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, because I'm a big tattoo guy and I just got tattooed today. And this afternoon. But we watched what was it called? Tale of the Tat or something like so. There was some internet.
Tales of the Tat.
You spoke about it, but it seems like you've got a lot
I have
more
two more since then.
Did you fix the heart? That was the question. You had the heart on the back that used to be a broken heart that you filled in. Is it still
I filled it in.
Yeah.
And then it had my husband. Then I put my husband's initials underneath it. And then he fucked off. So I put So It Goes, Kurt Vonnegut, So It Goes right above it, which is a great excuse because I always wanted to put So It Goes on my body because I love Vonnegut and I love Slaughterhouse-5. And I was like, oh, that really sucks. My heart's broken, but wow, what a great opportunity.
It all works out.
It all works out in the end, doesn't it?
There you go.
And then I got the the bracelet.
Yeah.
And then this is, you can't see it here, but it's a caduceus with the 7 major chakras for the energy healing.
All right. So as long as you're showing us that and you're talking, let's talk about that. Let's go there. So explain what that tattoo is first then.
The caduceus.
Yeah.
The caduceus is the medical symbol that has the staff with the 2 snakes intertwined.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Coming up in the wings. And then it has the 7 major chakras because the energy healing modality that I work with is a chakra based. I work with cleansing, clearing, balancing chakras. If you're into that shit,
It's not that I'm not into it. It's that I know nothing about it.
So. Yeah. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah. So I don't know what I have a master level certification in a Hawaiian modality. I'm also certified in Reiki, but I don't really practice it as much. It's for some reason it doesn't resonate with me. Not that there's anything wrong with the practice, because so many people are really great with it. But I did kind of a blind study with some of my regular clients. I said, I'm going to do a healing for you. I'm going to do 2 in the next 2 weeks. I'm tell you when I'm doing it, but not which one I'm doing. And they all resonated with the one that I had been doing better. And then I have another certificate in another healing modality, also reflexology. And So
And
just
readings?
just some hippie shit. Yeah. Intuitive readings. I do intuitive tarot readings as well. Mhm.
So it seems like you got involved with that. You were modeling, and
Mhm.
at a certain age, you cut it off and
No,
went
I was
over. Oh,
no, I was never a full-time model. I always had a regular job. I
okay.
lived in San Diego, and I always I would go up to LA to do modeling stuff or to do Playboy things, but then I'd always, come back down. I drove back and forth.
But at one point, you went over to the UK.
I
thought I
did.
read, and
I did.
that's, I guess, what I'm talking in the bio. It said, you kind of dropped your modeling and then went.
Oh,
to
I
the
dropped
UK.
everything. I dropped
Everything. So everything.
everything. I moved. I got rid of my lease was coming up in my apartment, and I got rid of that. I sold most of my stuff, put the rest in storage, and I actually drove. First, I drove from San Diego to San Francisco to visit my best friend that is a boy. And well, me and the person I was traveling with. And then I did all the driving to Ontario, Canada, and we stayed there for a couple of months. Then we flew over to the UK. And from there, we flew to Tenerife, and we lived in a car on Tenerife
Okay.
for a while. Tenerife is one of the Canary Islands right off the coast of Africa. As a matter of fact, one of the sister islands, La Palma, is having a volcanic eruption right now. I just learned yesterday.
Oh,
I
wow.
believe it was. Yeah. So,
Ooh.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. But we rented a car and lived in the car on Tenerife for quite a few months, 4 or 5 months. And I would make jewelry on the beach every day and sell it to the tourists. And the person I was with was a busker. And so that's how we made our daily money. We stayed in squats and met all kinds of cool people. And then flew back to the UK and hitchhiked all over the UK up into Scotland, and that went to the
Nice.
Glastonbury Festival. Yeah, it was really cool.
So how long were you gone the whole trip?
It was a year.
Oh, about a year you were gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
What an amazing time.
It was really good. It was tough. It was the person I was with turned out not to be one of the nicest people in the world at times, but I never look back on any experience, no matter how difficult or terrifying it was, because it all molded. Told you.
There it was.
Told you. There it is. There's one in Vegas. Can you hear me still?
But yeah. What was the over under on how many times we knock it over?
I was going to ask you guys that.
4. I say 4.
Now I can't hear me.
Oh no.
Oh.
We can definitely hear you.
Good.
Yeah,
Am I
we
being
got
too
you.
loud? Am I
Not
yelling?
at all.
Am I doing the girl voice?
No, we're perfect.
Hey guys. you know how when there's like your neighbors are having a party and like you can hear everyone, there's like an ambient, talking noise. You can always hear one voice over there.
Yes.
So you feel me on that one? Okay.
Absolutely.
That's me right now.
All the time.
Anyway, those experiences shape who I am, today. So it was cool being thrown into the fire, because back then there weren't cell phones, there was no internet, there was no nothing. I wouldn't talk to my mom, my family, my friends for sometimes over a month at a time. Wow. And so any difficult experiences I was going through, I had to deal with on my own, couldn't go run into someone and go, what do you think I should do? So it was
definitely sculpted you then as a person.
Absolutely.
But they say always, you want to learn something about people, travel with them.
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So unfortunate. Mm-hmm. So in there, even as bad as some of the times were, you got into healing during that time?
No,
not okay.
Not at that time. No, he was a tarot reader. So he introduced me to tarot. Okay. And I was learning about that then. And in 2008, I was dabbling in it from 1997, up until 2008. And then in 2008, I lost my job. I was a manager of a day spa in the city of Chicago, and I lost that job. And I thought, I really want to focus on actually doing this to make a living, doing the tarot because it was fulfilling, to be able to help guide people through their issues and their problems. It's, it helps to heal me too. So I was doing intuitive readings for a few years, for about 3 years, and that wasn't fulfilling enough. So I became a healer because it wasn't enough for me to go, well, you got some real issues because you're blocked here, here, and there. Good luck. Bye. I thought it'd be great if I could offer some sort of something more.
Sure.
And then you find once you become an energy healer, you want to add on to that as well. Like I became a reflexologist. And, sometimes I think maybe I should learn hypnotherapy. Maybe, you're always trying to think of what more can you add? What more?
What is
Go
a
ahead.
reflexologist?
Yes.
A reflexologist is it's like pressure points, but you work with the feet and the hands, and there are pressure points all through the feet that coincide with different areas of your body.
Okay.
So if you're having intestinal issues, there are areas on the foot that you can, press and massage to release some of those, relieve some of those issues.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You want me to do it too? Show me your foot. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't. They're disgusting.
They are. They really are.
We're not putting those things on here. But I would, if I'm in Chicago, I will come for a tarot reading.
Oh, great.
I'm definitely interested in that. I would love that.
Yeah.
Just to see
I do.
Yeah.
With the readings and both the healings, I have clients all over the world because I do distance healings. The energy, you don't have to be in the same room. And I set up the table the same way. There was one day I was so busy. I had healings. I had clients in California, Canada, Malaysia, and France, all in the same day. Yeah, it was crazy. It was cool.
That's awesome now that you can, with the power of the internet and the power of technology now that you can do that like that across, across the world.
With the readings, I use the internet or the phone, but with the healings, I do not. There's too much breath work and hand positions. I actually have the massage table that I set up as if the person were there. I can't be on the phone or do any of that, but I have paperwork that I fill out to let them know what I did and what I saw. And then I scan it and I email it to them or send it to them on Facebook or whatever.
Okay.
But so there's communication, but not actually during the healing.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have definitely thought, in my mind, thought you would need to be in the same room to do that. That's what I.
Yeah, because it's a natural to think that. You think, how do you do it? Because it's when you're working with energy and etheric bodies and stuff. Energy doesn't really know space and distance and time, so you can really work with it there. And listen, I'm a Libra. I am completely 50-50 everything. I am, as much as I am a healer and a believer and an intuitive, I'm as much a skeptic. And at times it's difficult because I'm always at war with myself. However, I honor it because it keeps me honest. It keeps me questioning, and it keeps me continually taking inventory and reassessing things. I'm not just.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I'm not just taking things in and spewing it out because my teacher told me. There are some days when I've woken up and I said, this is just a bunch of bullshit. Who am I trying to kid? This is insane. And then I have to think back to remember that those times that you did end of life comfort for someone's family member and they told you that they were alert. And I'm not saving anyone's lives. Don't get it twisted, but it's just comfort. They tell me afterward, wow, their eyes were clear. They were communicating with us. They were, whereas beforehand they were not. So it's just, I can provide comfort, and things like that. So I have to remember those certain situations and then go, okay, yes. And keep moving forward. Because otherwise, if it weren't for those couple of situations, I would just think, well, maybe it's just placebo, and maybe in some cases it is, with some clients, maybe it is, but if it works, who cares if it's helping them? But in those situations, they didn't know that they were having the healing. And it helped.
And
So
it's still
Well,
so
that's the bottom line.
Right.
Is that if it's helping them, then that's what
if
matters.
it's helping, it's helping. Yeah. But no, I'm at war with myself all the time with this,
that's such a
because-
crazy dynamic to think of that, to be like you're doing it, but you're still skeptical.
But I'm
of
still
it.
skeptical.
Yeah.
But I think it's healthy to be skeptical. Otherwise, you
Oh,
can,
absolutely.
especially with like things like religion, you can get caught up in dogmatic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
Things,
get stuck in the echo chamber where everybody's just saying the exact same thing over and over again. And once that's the case, it's impossible not to believe it.
Right. So
So-
healthy skepticism, I think, is essential to
Yes.
continuing growing even within yourself. If you're not questioning even your own belief system, I tell my clients all the time, we have to do a periodic inventory about everything from because we have habit phrases that we've been saying our whole lives, everything from I don't like mustard to I do or don't believe in reincarnation. And we have to do inventory on that every once in a while, because sometimes we've just been spit it out for so many years and you haven't had mustard in your mouth since you were 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And you just been saying, I do or don't believe in reincarnation since you went to church that first time, but you've had all of these experiences since then, and you've changed and you've grown. So does that still resonate? Or doesn't it? If it does, great. Continue to hold on to it. If it doesn't, reassess.
Yeah. Right. And I mean,
That's what's growing. That's you growing.
Bingo.
It just so speaks to what's going on. I don't want to get political or anything, but it just kind of speaks to what's going on with everybody just buying into what they believe and being so inflexible to hear, what other people have to say and possibly, take
Learning
that in.
from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely understand that. So
Absolutely.
So I think everything in your life should be both sides, kind of
There should
skeptic
be
on
a
both
balance.
sides.
Yeah. There should be
Okay.
balance. Yeah.
So if anybody wants to go ahead.
No, tell me if anybody wants to play bingo? Sure.
Bingo.
Bingo.
B59. Wait, is that a thing? I don't know.
I think
I was
so.
gonna say if anybody wants to get healed by you again, I would have thought you would have to be in Chicago to do it. But
No.
go.
No.
Where is it on your website? Is that what you built your
It
website
is
for?
now. Yes. Well,
Perfect.
no, I used to have a different website that was just for the healing, but I decided to just put a page called Witchy Kitsch on kerrikendall.com. So if you don't want to see the boobs and you just want to see all the other
That's just
stuff I
wrong.
do.
Who doesn't want
Well, they're covered anyway. So I feel funny.
to?
But on kerrikendall.com, there's a page called Witchy Kitsch, and I offer different types of I offer email reading, phone readings, or video readings.
Okay.
I don't offer in person on my website. That has to be word of mouth, and usually only women are allowed to come to my home. Unless I really know the person, you have to be vetted.
Yeah.
Unless it's your best friend
and-
who is a man.
My best friend who is a boy.
Boy, sorry.
That is a boy.
That is a boy.
MBFTIAB.
I'll tell you this right now. Everything that have to be said, I'll fuck it up. So
Good.
just the
Then
way it
you and
is.
I'll get along really well.
You're actually the first guest where you can actually pronounce the name correctly. So that was an achievement.
I fuck so much up. Names, pronouncing a word. I'm used to it by now, but whatever.
Oh, you're like
Anyway,
my co-host, Bill. Yeah, he's like that too. It's great. I do nothing but give him shit every Sunday. It's great. That's why we have such a good rapport. Oh, that's you guys? Okay.
Yeah, is he good?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been told by other people I bust his balls a little too much, but it's all in good fun.
No one's ever said. I'm waiting for someone to say that to me because
Yeah.
I bust Bill's balls all the time, but
Yeah.
no one said it yet. I think they get a chuckle out of it.
Yeah,
Right.
Good for you.
Yeah.
See, the people don't understand is he's been doing it way before we ever went on podcast. So
Okay, so how do you guys know each other then? Let's flip this around. Let's flip the script.
we met actually for a fantasy football league through mutual
Okay.
friends
25 years ago.
25 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so first couple of years we were just fantasy football buddies.
Mhm.
And then as time went on, we got to know each other better and better, and we both got divorced and we bonded, and we've been
Started hanging out.
best
Yeah.
friends ever since. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And we
Yeah.
travel a lot. We had over the years traveled a lot, and we drink. And now all many times we were like, we should have recorded that last night because we had such a good time and talked, and
And now
Oh,
here
so
we
that's
are.
how that came about, by having just going out for drinks and bantering, and you
we
thought we
said,
should do a podcast.
so that's why we
Essentially.
impose cocktails into the thing, because that's what
And
we
so I'm
do.
going to guess your dimples because he has a beard, and I see one dimple there. I see it.
Just one.
I see it. Yeah, I'm seeing. Well, this one is more of the extrovert,
Sure.
and the other one's a little bit introverted like me.
Yeah.
So
Well, and he's the extrovert and I'm the introvert. So
really, I'm an introvert too. People don't believe it about me because I
True.
do the radio show and all. I'm hardcore hermit and introvert.
yeah, I mean, right. That's not exactly right. And I've read more and more about what introvert actually means. And it's not, I mean, you can still do your radio show and stuff. It's just you regain your energy by being alone, right? I mean, that's how
I have to be alone.
Yeah.
I live alone, and I can do the radio show, but I can't stand a cocktail party.
Yeah.
Small talk with Bill, my co-host. He can talk to a chair, and he will. So it's a good team because he'll go and he'll mingle all around. Yeah, I just met so-and-so from blah, blah, blah. And you know what? We're going to awesome.
Yeah, right.
I can't do it.
I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah. I vapor lock.
Yeah.
Vapor lock at cocktail parties, but I'll talk on a podcast or a radio show.
Yeah. If I'm at a cocktail party, I'll just usually stand in the corner by myself. And
For real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love to observe. I
Yeah,
love to
right,
watch
exactly.
and listen, but
I like to mingle. I like to mingle.
you're the mingler. That's
I do.
so funny.
I do enjoy that.
yeah,
That's
So-
funny. And you're the ball buster. We're twins. We're twinning so hard.
we
right
are.
now.
Yeah. So
The beard. Can I call you the beard?
you can
Is
if you
it-
want. Yeah, you can if you want. It used to be a lot longer, and then I went and screwed up our brand and I shaved it all off, and now I'm growing it back. So
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so it was. We were traveling one time, so we were boarding a plane, and the stewardess,
flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Yeah.
And
I
we-
planted that seed.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I did.
And we were just literally boarding, hungover because we were coming back from being away. And as we walked on, she was just like, "Oh, kind of like, what's Dimples in the Beard up to today?" Because we walked in back and we're like, "Oh, I'm assuming
So-
you're talking to us."
Oh my God, that's amazing. What
Yeah,
a
it
great
was-
story.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she named us without knowing.
If we knew
That's
her, we'd go
great.
back. And then
Okay,
and then we left. Then we flew. We were leaving, and she said, kind of like, "Well, Dimples in the Beard, have a great day." So she remembered, and
Oh,
that was-
my
a
gosh.
couple of years ago, not too long ago, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And so when we kept throwing around names, I'm like, "Why are remember the stewardess?" Which you
Yeah.
didn't remember. I'm like, she named it. So there's our long story.
So did you guys start calling each other that, or you just remembered that? You
I
just
just
put
remembered it.
You just put in a little box back that. Wow.
No, we
That's
didn't. We did not.
No, we never called each other.
We never
It was-
called each other that. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great story. Too
Yeah,
bad you
it's
can't
fun.
find her
Right.
and have her as a guest. That would be so cool.
I know.
Do you
I
even
know.
remember the airline? Yo,
No.
lushes. No.
No. I mean, if I could, I don't even remember the trip. So much less the airline. I don't even know what trip it was.
We
Yeah.
kind of put it out on Facebook to some friend, just put it out there. And I said that, and he's like, "I don't remember that."
Oh my God. So you don't remember like the date? You don't remember where you went or where?
we had flown to a couple places within a summer, so they all kind of blended. But I think it
was our trip to the West Coast.
I do
but
too.
I
do too.
don't know.
But
It sounds like a Southwest flight attendant would say that.
It might have been. We've definitely flown. We've definitely done the Southwest thing. So it could have been.
I love Southwest.
We'll just put it out in the world and hope that she somehow comes across this podcast and is like, "Wait, I named you." And then
I want my royalties.
yeah, and then
No doubt.
And then we'll have her on.
We'll be like, we don't get any royalties. So
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, these things
That's
are such
cool.
a you were saying with the radio show, the same thing, and there's such a labor of love. There's not a dime to be made in any of this. So
No.
It's just fun.
It's a nice passion project. It's a good chance to see your buddy every couple of weeks, and so
Yeah. A labor of love is exactly how I describe our show as
Yeah.
well. It's a
Yeah.
labor of love.
And we get to meet wonderful people that we would have never ever met, ever.
right.
Yeah, it's great. Well, I appreciate you guys inviting me on here.
Well,
How long is this? Like 3 hours? I'm just kidding.
No, we don't do Joe Rogan style. We usually keep to about an hour. So yeah, we're
whatever,
I'm fine. I'm here until my son comes home and needs me to pull the car into the garage. He just started driving, so he doesn't
Okay.
have the skill set to pull the car in the garage. But he's at a football game or something with a girl.
oh boy.
Ooh.
Is it an official? Wait, no, we can't get into that on the
No, it's
So-
brand new.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
brand new. So
Okay.
So what brought you to Chicago? And then you were mentioned before about the branding of Playmates and bunnies. So we can get to that. In a minute.
that
So-
titles. I'm gonna tag you. Are you guys Dimples in the Beard on TikTok, or are you your names?
We created a
you?
TikTok page, but we've never put anything on it. But I think it's cocktail.
That's not what I asked you. Was it? Don't try to be incognito.
I feel like I'm getting yelled at.
as you should be.
I'm just kidding.
I think we are cocktails with dimples in the beard on TikTok.
You know what? Here's the thing. I
You can find out.
probably found it and followed you, and I'm sitting here being all hoity-toity, and because I forgot, because I'm 50, talking shit, and I probably already followed you. But no, I made a really cool TikTok video explaining the different titles
Okay.
and what they mean. But basically, a bunny was a cocktail waitress. She was a
Okay.
cocktail waitress in the Playboy clubs that wore the actual bunny outfits. A Playmate is the centerfold.
Sure.
There's only 12 a year, 12 of us. So that's a Playboy Playmate. And a Playboy model is a girl who is not a centerfold, but has appeared in any of the newsstand specials or any of the magazines, but not as a centerfold. So
Okay.
there are a lot of Playboy models. So we don't mind being called bunnies. That one doesn't bother me. I get it, and it's cute, and bunnies have mad respect for. I do kind of, my eye twitches when someone calls me a Playboy model.
But your nickname is Thunder. Your nickname is Thunder Bunny.
Thunder Bunny, I know.
So Bunny, and we did look for a drink called Thunder Buddy.
Oh, that's hysterical. Yeah, he named me that when I was for the listener, all three of you out there. I'm just kidding. my best friend that is a
Nailed
boy.
it.
You are a ball buster.
I and I say the same thing about our radio show.
Yeah.
I mean it. My best friend that is a boy nicknamed me Thunder Bunny when I was, I think, 16 or 17 years old. And he said, because I'm this tiny little, cute little thing with a huge roar. And that's why he calls me Thunder Bunny.
Thunder Bunny. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. I was more aggressive back then too. I would cuss people out and stuff, but I am so chill now.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yeah. Except for when you're yelling at me, you're chill.
But I take the roar as like when we were watching your video Playmate centerfold thing with Michael Bay. Between when they're interviewing you. So I took that more as a roar of you were just so freaking natural. I apologize. So fucking natural. Talking and just being again, not trying to be funny, just being yourself and
yeah, I don't know how else to be.
It was wonderful.
That. I don't know how else to be but myself. And
Good.
sometimes I try to be, maybe I should act a little more so, but I can't.
No.
And also, well, the difficult thing is when it comes to promoting my Playmate stuff, I can't do the, hey fellas, come join my OnlyFans. You know what I mean? I have such a hard time doing that. And I know I need to so I can make money, but I can't.
Oh, I think what you
I
offer is
can't.
far sexier than what you were
The
just doing.
phoniness.
Thank you.
Yes, I like a girl who's funny and who wants to bust my balls, and I will take that any day over that fake bullshit.
I agree.
That I know they're just trying to work me up, and
Yeah.
So
Okay,
regardless.
Well, let me tell your listeners, if you like a girl that cannot be fake and has a nice natural rack, because those aren't fake either, then onlyfans.com/Kerri Kendall. And then my Patreon is patreon.com/Kerri Kendall 990.
Okay,
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah.
Then all I will add after that is I've seen them and they're fantastic.
Spectacular.
Spectacular. Damn it, I blew it. It is spectacular.
It's spectacular. Yeah, that
The
was
Seinfeld reference.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
Terry. What's her name? Terry.
Fletcher. Carrie Fletcher?
No.
Hacker.
She's Terry Hatcher.
Hatcher.
Yes, Terry Hatcher.
Together we worked it out.
And she was the voice of the other mom in Coraline. That's one of my favorite movies. We're gonna have to bust it out soon.
Tim Burton thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Neil Gaiman. If
Oh.
I'm a Neil Gaiman fan, but yeah,
Okay.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
actually, it wasn't Tim Burton that did that. It looks
Is
like it. No, I think it looks like a Tim Burton film, but I don't think it was
Oh,
him
okay.
because I thought it was too. I thought it was too, but it's a Neil Gaiman story.
Okay.
It was one of my
Okay.
favorite authors. I love Neil Gaiman.
Nice.
So if you guys author, that means a writer. They write books. They
Yeah.
look confused right now. I just want.
All right. Can I watch it? Can I? Is that a-
You can listen.
I
listen.
read a book
Neil-
this year.
You did? What'd you read?
I think so. I think I read a Dan Brown book. I think.
Show off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I read a book this year. That was my
All
one.
right.
I have a book by my bed that I've been trying to read for a year.
There you go.
Listen, I love books and I love to read, but now that I'm old, I knock out immediately. And so I listen to audiobooks all day long
Yeah.
because I can't read a book and clean the toilet and drive my kid to school and edit photos and, clean up the house. But I'm in books all day long. Bill likes to he busts my balls about that. But I actually get a little bit because he said to an author on the show last week, "Oh, Kerri doesn't like books." And that is like calling me. Ooh. That's not true. I have stacks of books all over my house. I love the smell of books. I love to read. I read to my best friend. There's a boy over the phone every night, almost every night.
Oh, wow.
We just finished Needful Things. I've read to him.
Great book.
I've read probably 6 full books to him over the lockdown.
Oh, wow.
I love to read, but if I'm not reading out loud to him, I just
Right.
That's what I do.
I hear you.
I get like 2 pages and I'm out.
yeah, just woodpeckering the whole time. Yeah, okay.
But I want that. I want somebody to read to me. That would be amazing.
I want to figure out,
You should provide that service.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I said it to my best friend, this boy on the phone the other night. I said, I wonder if anyone on OnlyFans
Yes.
would dig that because I love to read out loud.
There's
I should start
there's
another
people out
page.
there that would do it. I mean,
And I'm all for fetishes and kinks because I'm all for being non-judgmental and accepting people for who they
Sure.
are. And I'm interested in it too, as long as
Right.
people are safe and consensual and of age. I want to know I want to learn about it, from an accepting, non-judgmental place. I like to create a safe space for people to,
Well,
express
exactly
themselves.
what we were talking about. Both OnlyFans that we've had on our podcast were into fetishes and they did a lot of work. So
Yeah.
again, it's the one with Anna D, the
Mhm.
slutrepreneur, and Mary. Both are into fetishes.
Slutrepreneur, that was the one that
Yeah.
that I
there's-
followed.
Just recently we had Mary on,
Okay.
and she's on OnlyFans and she deals with a lot of fetishes as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
they had-
Fetish
and-
is great.
We had great conversations with both of them about that,
yeah.
and they opened up
Mhm.
about fetishes. So
Mhm.
it's something else to explore.
I love fetish. I've always loved it because I think I kind of got bored with Playboy after a while. I love Playboy and
Mhm.
I respect it and I am proud to be part of it, but I kind of got bored of the glossy, everything perfect. And especially when I came back from traveling, when I got back, because I had been living in a car, my hair was all rainbow braided, hippie, and I wanted to do different types of modeling. So I did work with some fetish photographers and I was in
Oh, okay.
Marquee magazine, which is the top fetish magazine.
Okay.
And I went to the Whiplash Bash. I got a funny story about that one. The
Okay.
Whiplash Bash.
I'm gonna sit back for this one.
It was a fetish show in San Diego, and I was there in my getup, and I'm standing. This is back before I was sober, and I'm sipping my cocktail, and I turn around, and there's this. He must have been 6'2" barefoot, but he's wearing these huge, like almost kiss style, platform boots, and a latex full body suit that covered everything except his eyes, his
Jesus.
nostrils, and his mouth. And it gets better. And it had no armholes. It was like a straight jacket, just this black, sleek black. And so he must have been like 7 feet tall, and he's just standing there like this, and the place was hot. It was hot in there. So I turned around and I looked up at him, and then I just slowly lifted my drink toward him, and he bent down and he took a big sip and he goes, "Thank you."
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was one of the sweetest, funniest moments ever, because it was just like a movie. Oh my God, you poor thing. And he was like, because there's no way he could have held a drink. I felt sorry for the poor guy.
Right?
That was adorable.
Just like strap it on with one of them beer drinking hats or something.
So was he by himself, or did he have like a master dragging him around?
In that moment, he was by himself. That's why I offered
Okay.
him the drink, because he was caught.
Yeah.
It was hotter than hell, and he was just standing there with no use of arms whatsoever. No, and I was hot, and
Yeah.
I was dressed skimpy, so I was like, "Oh, bro."
you need this more than I do.
And he's going, what was I thinking?
And he didn't hesitate at all. He just bent right over and took a sip of it and just, "Oh, thank you." It was
And that back then you were doing the healing as well.
back. No, I wasn't a healer yet.
Well, that was your start of healing.
Oh, that was
when I
my
trying to-
You healed
listen,
him.
You healed him for a moment.
I've always been a healer. I just have different methods. I just wasn't certified yet.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
There you go. Healing in other ways.
Yeah. I've always kind of felt like that anyway, just a healer type, healer energy. So yeah, it was a natural thing to
To help
to
others.
sort of gravitate to. Like even when I was really young, even when I was a teenager, people came to me a lot to spill their guts and to
Oh, wow.
tell me things, that they couldn't tell anyone else. And I'm one of those people. I'll take your secrets to the grave. I don't care. Even if we fall out, even if you trash my, talk shit, whatever. If you told me something in confidence, you said, "Don't tell anybody."
That
I'm never
stays
going to tell
integrity.
anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in being vindictive and spilling someone's secrets just because they're an asshole. Why do you have to turn around and be an asshole? I have to protect my own integrity,
Right. Exactly.
100%.
and if you don't have integrity, you don't have anything,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sounds like you're, regardless, you live your life very positive, and that's all, that's what I try to do.
I do my best. I get kicked in the face a lot, though. I'll tell you what. But I think that's natural for someone, especially on the path of spiritual growth. We get kicked in the balls a lot. But that's the point of growth, is not what you go through, but how do you handle what you've gone through, and where do you go from there, and where does the growth happen, and what can you recognize from it, and how are you different for having experienced it, So thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You can, I'm going to pass around the plate.
We'll send it to him. So with that, where does Kerri go from here?
Thank you. I don't know. I've been asking myself that since always.
Yeah.
Where do I go from here? What do I want to
Right.
be when I grow up? What do I do now?
Yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Just keep.
So do you have a path, or do you just like, I'll deal with it when it comes up, and if I need to turn left, I'll turn left. If I need to turn right, I'll turn right. And I just went opposite, but
Yeah.
I totally did.
I would never notice if you
I
just
can't
like
wait
a
to watch
ceiling
that.
fan. That was my ceiling fan. I never would have noticed. I'm always asking myself that, and I'm asking myself that a lot more recently, because I'm getting tired of posing nude.
Sure.
Sure.
I love it, but I'm like, oh God, can't I just get old and fat?
You absolutely can,
You
because
can.
there's room for that too. That's the
Right.
thing,
But
You look amazing. regardless.
Thank you. I need to refocus on the healing and the spirituality, because I did get disconnected the past couple of years where I haven't been doing it as much as I should be. And my growth has, sort of stagnated, where I need to continue to grow from that, because I have pulled back because of events that happened, just made me shut down. So I need to reconnect and move forward more with that, and try to, see if I can support myself that way.
So
More so.
Question for you. If
Sir.
we do an online tarot reading, can we record it and use it for the podcast?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
into
fine.
that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, no, I was just curious.
Not a problem at all. Just
Yeah, no,
asking.
I get it. And a lot of people do that, and they do them on lives and stuff. It's very personal to me. And they're
Sure.
very, I'm not I don't do parlor tricks,
Yeah.
it's not a fortune teller. I usually, my style is more spiritual guidance,
Sure.
and I,
So 100%, I hope we wouldn't have done it to exploit or anything. It would just be to truly get our reading. So
oh
please don't
no,
think we were-
absolutely.
okay.
I don't like to do
And that's
that.
fine.
I'm going to do a party. I'm going to do it on here.
Nope.
It's more of a personal spiritual connection thing for me, with me and my clients.
Yeah, and
You
that's
understand what I'm
great.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would still
Totally
like to.
respect
I
that.
would still like to do it, and
Yeah.
so I will definitely be in contact with you to do it. And
Oh, very cool. Very
and,
cool.
I can talk about it. We don't need to do it live, but I'll still talk about what the outcome of it.
Yeah,
will be.
you can talk about it as much as you want. I
Yeah.
won't, unless you engage me afterward in a public conversation. I kind of have one of those, it's kind of like the patient doctor
Sure,
confident,
okay.
Yeah.
privacy thing, unless you ask me to, tell me to, or engage me publicly. I don't talk about people's readings.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
No, I would love to do it. I'm very interested in it, and I would love to see what it says about
About you.
Yes, absolutely.
Can I do it?
No.
I can tell you what it's going to say about you.
No.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
going to have him type it up and send it to me, and I'm going to read the script. Your chakras look like shit.
I'm gonna know
You
because you're not gonna be able to read it because he can't spell anything. So you
You need to be nicer to your friends.
Yeah.
This card means that you have to pay your friends $5 for every.
Can I just pay you to pull up on your eyes? Like, this card just says you're an asshole. I mean,
Yeah, we could do that.
we can work something out. All right.
That's perfect. That's perfect. You guys work that out on the side.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
the Knight of Wands. I see. Hmm.
I definitely would enjoy it if there was attitude involved. So that would be fun.
There's always attitude.
Perfect.
Exactly the way that we're talking right now is how I handle my readings.
Perfect.
I cuss in my readings. I will say the one thing that that probably sets me apart from a lot of readers is if you're asking me a question and I'm not getting, I will say I don't know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that is the answer.
And it should be.
But a lot of readers won't do that.
Yeah.
They'll make it up, or they'll, because no one wants to say I don't know. And if it's not clear, it's not coming up, or if it's actually telling me you're not supposed to know, I'll tell you you're not supposed to know.
Oh,
I had a mentor one time. She's a psychic medium, and she told me, just make it up as you go. And I said, I'm not going to do that. No, I would rather me lose a client or piss off the client than fool a client.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
That's not what I want for sure. I want to know.
Yeah.
No, that's very interesting that you say that. Like maybe not the part that you don't know, but saying to the client, you're not supposed to know.
Sometimes that comes across loud and clear. You are not supposed to know this.
No.
This is the path that you're on, because sometimes we want to know every single little thing, and we're not supposed to. We're supposed to just have the courage to step off into the darkness and move forward, and then figure out where our own intuition takes us,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that I work with my clients on too, is trusting your intuition. And a lot of people's intuition is opening up even more right now. And I tell them, to start paying more attention to it. And And I was going somewhere with that, and then I had the total
The total mind blank.
but yeah, but you want to step off in the darkness and trust your own intuition, because you create the path and you're not growing. Oh, that's what I was going to say. As far as my personal ethics go, I also won't let a client schedule too often with me. If I start noticing that someone is coming to me for every single decision they want to make,
Yep.
I put a stop to that.
Yeah.
Because that's not me. That's not helping you grow.
If you're
I'm here to clear, cleanse, clarify, balance it. If I'm your crutch, I'm not helping you.
Great point. Yeah.
Which, I mean, I would love to, because I need the money, but it's not ethical to, let someone just keep coming to you for every single decision that they want to make. You
probably could do a lot of them that come back over and over for every decision. You could. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, well, it's great to hear.
Yeah. No,
and I do love that. That's why I wrote it down. I do love that statement, for everyone should be to step off into the darkness. So,
and that's what the Fool card is in tarot. That's what the Fool represents. That's first
why I
card
like it.
In the major arcana. Yeah, people get, people have misconceptions about tarot cards because of movies. Thanks, Hollywood.
Well, they fuck up everything. So
especially with like the Death card or the Fool, you lay that down there like, oh my God, I'm a fool. You're lucky that you got the Fool card, because the number for the Fool is 0. There is no number, but the whole major arcana is the Fool's journey. And the Fool is stepping out into the darkness. Like you said, you like that unknowing. He is on his path. He is on his journey, and he is the empty vessel waiting to be filled. Like they say, for the beginner, the possibilities are endless. For the master, there are few. So to be the Fool is to have so many opportunities open up before you. You just have to have the courage to take the first step.
Bravo. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. That's a wonderful way to look at that.
Everything you just said, I was like, yep, that's awesome. Yeah.
Well, basically that's how my tarot readings go. They're more like, okay, this is what's going on in your life. The way I describe a tarot reading is, I'm not going to tell you tomorrow you're going to meet a guy in a brown bowler at the bus stop and he's going to have a red carnation. That's,
Sure.
And also, what I think a lot of people are afraid of tarot because they feel like the reading is set in stone, and nothing is set in stone. We have free will to change things. Basically, a tarot reading is, the way I describe it, is like headlights on a car. It illuminates the path that you're on. It's up to you if you want to turn right or left or keep going straight forward. Is there a pile of, a boulder? If you keep going on the path that you're on right now, you can continue to slam right into that boulder, or you can make a right or a left and move out of your own way. And that's what the reading does. Okay, well, on this path that you're on right now could be great or could not be great. But you have all the free will and you make the decisions. Do you want to keep going the way you're going, or do you want to skirt out of there?
Yeah. Well, that's lost a lot nowadays, is making your own decisions. So, but that's a different story.
So, but that's what a tarot reading basically is. It's just the headlights on the car showing you where you're headed, but you have all the free will to change it. And I think some people don't understand that, so they're afraid to have the readings. They're like, well, what if you see something bad? Well, good, because then you can fucking avoid it.
right. Turn left.
Right.
I think the other part of the with tarot readings is what you had said earlier from I don't know if your mentor but was a bottom of, if you don't know it, you'll make it up. And not obviously you don't, but that's what they're going to get is you're going to make it up as you go. So it's not true. So I think a great thing is to do, and I'm going to throw this out there, is we each do our own separate tarot readings and we'll go from there.
Okay. We can absolutely do that.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm excited because the statement was amazing. I loved it.
I will say this, everyone wants a reading, but everyone needs a healing. Healings aren't as fun. They're not as novel. Readings are novel. They're fun. They're a cool thing to do, but people need the healings.
All right. Well,
I need the healing.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Oh, I'm not trying to sell you on it. I'm just saying for the listeners out there, that's what I tell my clients too. But that's the thing,
100%. And so when I said that, it's going to be, it's not, again, we're not going to do it as a novel thing. I think we should both do
I'm
it.
genuinely
I'm
curious.
genuinely curious, genuinely want to do it. And then I don't want him, I think we should both do it. And not that it's going to make a difference who does what, but at least we can discuss what the ratings were. Genuinely. I really genuinely want to.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Awesome. Yeah. You can book it on the site, either email, phone call.
Perfect.
Whatever.
Perfect.
We will do that.
All right. Wonderful. Well, this was fun.
It was. Thank you. You are a wonderful guest. You are built for this for sure, because you are very entertaining. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it was easy to have a conversation with you, and
it's because I'm paranoid of dead air. So anytime there's a lull in the conversation, I try to fill it.
That's the nice thing about somebody who's doing radio. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And we appreciate it.
I probably trampled you guys a little bit, but it's that paranoia of dead air.
Here's how I look at it. Our people that are watching us are here to see you, not us. They get us every time. So I'd much rather have you tell your story than us interrupt you.
Absolutely.
So, no, that's a good point. Well, thank you so much. Thank goodness I don't have to drive.
Thank you so much.
And very entertaining. Give it one last shout out to anything.
Yeah, anything you want to
radio show.
Yeah.
Your OnlyFans, your website, your healing.
Yeah.
Please plug
tomorrow's my birthday. So go to kerrikendall.com and buy a ton of photos.
Happy
fucking birthday.
Happy fucking birthday to me.
Yes.
Oh, my dog hates the F word. She just freaked out.
Oh, your dog hates the F word. I love it.
She hates the F word.
Management doesn't like the F word.
Management is like, no, we have standards here.
Makes sense.
Well, we don't. So, right. So again, we'll be silent. Yeah. Anything you want to plug, go ahead, and we'll thank you so much for joining us.
Okay. kerrikendall.com for autograph photos or to book healings and readings. That's on the Witchy Kitsch page. There's also FAQs if you want to know how to send items that you have to me to be autographed. Please read the FAQs. There's patreon.com/kerrikendall990. That's at least one photo a day. There are different tier levels. There's something for everybody. Or OnlyFans, which is more of an a la carte, whereas the Patreon are different tier levels. Get a certain number of photos each month. OnlyFans, you can, it's a small one fee subscription, but you can purchase other videos and photos. So I think that's it.
Your radio show.
Or my radio show, Playtime with Bill Turk and Kerri Kendall, every Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. CST, dedicated to the arts. What else?
And
TikTok I'm Kerri Kendall everywhere. It's my real name. All the socials on Instagram. Well, this is my second Instagram. Instagram deleted my account. So I'm starting from scratch. Yeah, I'm starting from scratch.
And I'm just going to say that's a good place to start, because your photos on Instagram are beautiful. So that's a good place to start.
Thank you.
And TikTok is very entertaining, very enjoyable.
Very TikTok, fun. I'm just myself on TikTok. I don't really do the Playboy thing on TikTok. Instagram are more photos just to promote the modeling thing.
Well, TikTok, being yourself is extremely sexy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, you guys. I don't know how to end this thing or click. Leave.
Well, yeah, I'll just close her down and I'll edit out the end. We're good. You
guys gonna talk shit, huh? You're gonna go.
Yeah.
She's gone.
God, that was.
Thank you again so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Kerri.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Kerri.
Thank you for listening. The tavern is closed for now, but we'd love to have you back for more fun next time. Seriously, though, get your asses out of here.